In our final five today, total of 18 titles in one major. Randy Peterson won the PBA National Championships back in 1987. Tell you about boxing coming up on ESPN at 2:30 Eastern Time. NABF flyweight champion Brian Valoria puts his title on the line against the challenger Alberto Rosell. 12-round ESPN boxing special immediately following our coverage of the PBA Pepsi Open. For more, log on to ESPN.com. One of those many titles belongs to Chris Barnes, who's joined now by our Leslie Goodell.
Some very intense matches for Chris Barnes this week. As he said yesterday, he hasn't been able to coast at all. Is that all that work that you've had to do just to get here work for you or against you at this point?
Oh, I think anytime you're battle tested, it works for you. You know, I feel like match play is my specialty, but boy, I had a lot of sweaters out this week, and I was lucky I was able to come through against some of the best in the business, and we'll see if that continues today.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks.
Leslie, all the international competition Chris Barnes has been through, so much match play experience. Does that create a big advantage in your mind, Brian?
Oh, big time. This whole sport it's a one-on-one game. It's all about match play, in particular the last two frames. We're going to see Chris play a line very similar to what we saw Blaze Bedoya.
It's going on lane 23, one of the TV pair, and rings a 10-pin.
It's interesting, last night in his match against Tom Baker, he threw a lot of 10-pins, a lot of them. But he needed a strike to win a certain game, and he got it after leaving 4 solid 10s in a row. See a hard and straight ball.
Using his Pepsi spare ball here at the 2002 Pepsi Open.
Now our first look at Frank Guccione. He's got an athletic game. He's got very fast feet, tremendous hand, gets a lot of speed.
It's live coverage, the PBA Tour here on ESPN. Guccione in the pocket. Brian, do you remember your first ever TV show, your first ever ball? Did you strike?
I didn't throw it like that at all. I didn't try.
Road to the championship round for him, the best of 7 round of 32, and then 2 best of 5 wins, including a tight one over Himmler.
In which he needed a strike to win, and he got it.
A double to start.
I tell you, I've seen Frank bowl an awful lot, and when he gets it going, he can strike with the best of them. Just tremendous hand action. Real quick feet, whacks it at the bottom. The ball's a little bit light, but he just dances pins. Great way to start.
Third TV show of the season for Chris Barnes. He will gladly take the 10-pin going down.
We're going to see the 7-10. Briefly, the head pin comes across. Thank you. 9 spares fine. Just get one. He says, okay, thank you. Thank you. And once again, a straight ball. Pepsi spare ball.
7-pin. No trouble for him there. The only player on tour this year to make match play 9 for 9. All 9 tour stops so far. And this week, he got by you. Pretty good match.
Well, he needs to thank me because we had tight matches. It was really good. It was fun to be a participant in that. I seasoned him for today, but he's down 11 pins early.
Tom Baker of Buffalo falling 1 step shy of a second straight TV show. Late trip of a 10-pin.
You know, we see the power players with good speed and good hand rotation. They get such pin action. Pins flying all over, and the guys with the real slow ball speed don't get those kind of strikes. We're envious of it. Now, his first TV appearance ever, he started out with the first 2 strikes, looking to extend his lead to 21 pins.
Let's see how he handles the nerves. A triple for Guccione to start.
Just a great power player, very athletic, real fast feet, just gets up there, tremendous hand action. Does he know it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A triple to start. Strike here will have a 31-pin lead. Speaking of athleticism, snowboarding is his thing in the wintertime out in Denver. Does not ski. Crossing over.
That's a very good miss. A very good miss. See him laugh a little bit. Just a terrible shot. He knows it, and he's thankful that he only got 9.
Highlands Ranch, Colorado, not far from Denver. Missed it.
Ooh,
Open frame, and he missed the 6.
That's stuck on his thumb. You see him looking at it, squeezing it. See how far he almost hit the arrows on that shot. Looking down at his thumb. Ow.
Now we'll see how someone in his first ever TV show handles the pressure. And this is something we'll see a lot of Chris Barnes. He may balk occasionally, and there is a shot clock issue, 25 seconds. He told us before the match it happens commonly with him. He's not going to throw a ball he's not comfortable with. Often he strikes after he stops the delivery. This time it's a 10-pin.
And a strike there would have put him momentarily into the lead. 25 seconds to initiate the shot. First violation, $100 and 500 big ones each time after that.
Picks up his mark.
And a sigh of relief from Frank down there watching it.
Excellent week for Chris Barnes. Says the karma was very good for him. Just wants like one more step.
That looks like a typical week for Chris Barnes. Averaging 230, winning every time.
His last step would be to finish and win for the first time this year.
Chris has all the talent to be one of the greatest superstars that have ever played this game. Just tremendous talent.
Hurries back into the pocket.
Chris, we see him get the ball started real early. High backswing, posts up at the foul line. Tremendous wrist action. Dances the pins. Let's see if Frank can regroup after that last little mishap.
On lane 24. 10-pin wiggles and stays up.
Okay, let's see if we can let go of this one.
Just didn't quite catch this one like he did the last couple shots. The 6-pin's going to nudge it, nick it, but it's not going to fall down, and he's got another spare to shoot after just missing one.
Heard him say to himself, let's be sure we release this properly. Single pin conversion numbers for each. Delivers with ease there, and a big sigh of relief. It's been quite a week for Frank Guccione, having to go through the PTQ, the pre-tournament qualifier, 9 extra games because too many people applied for too few spots.
And he barely made it. He was 40th out of those 41 guys. So here he goes from barely making the tournament to having a chance to win right now. And he holds an 8-pin lead.
Pocket and a ringing 10-pin for Guccione.
Christ.
And we're going to watch him shoot this spare. His roommate is Eugene McCune, who throws harder than anybody except this guy. Roommate's throwing the hardest at spares, probably around 27, 28 miles an hour. I can't even think of throwing it that hard. There's no finesse in this. Just throw it as hard as you can.
Eugene McCune won his first ever career title last week. His roommate, who told him to trust himself. That was Eugene's theme a week ago that worked so well at the Banquet Classic outside Grand Rapids, Michigan. Can Frank Guccione get it to work for him as well? Head-to-head with Chris Barnes. A big semifinal match rolls on next.